joining the police, watch this first. There are many selling points to joining the police. You get to help people, drive fast cars, lock up bad guys, and you get to see another side of society which is locked away. But there's a dark side to policing which they don't tell you about, and in this video I'm going to tell you exactly what you should be aware of before you sign your life away in that dotted line. My name is Darkmoore and I was a police officer for just under 10 years. I worked on response for the majority of my career and then worked on investigations specialising in domestic violence and stalking cases. The first thing you need to know when you join the police is that the police is run like a business. The police will never admit this because of course it doesn't sound very good, but the police has a hierarchy of command, and those above you will try to dictate what you can and cannot do with your warranted powers, depending on where the political wind is blowing. One quarter they may focus on missing from homes, and then the next it might be domestic violence arrests. If you refuse because of morality or you don't believe it's right, then you will be treated with contempt, and you may find yourself on a disciplinary or on an action plan for refusing to follow the orders of those above you. Those higher up the food chain only care about their next promotion, and they do not care about the public that they serve. Once you get so high up in the police, it becomes about self-preservation and politics rather than the police on the ground and doing the right thing. And that is just the harsh reality of it. Statistics mean funding, and showing numbers on a spreadsheet will bode well for a promotion. Number 2, you will lose friends and relationships. Policing is not just a job, but it's a way of life. Your friends will often be working when you're off, and when you're off, your friends will likely be working. Christmases, birthdays will be missed, special events, holidays will be cancelled. Partners don't always understand this, and friends don't always understand this either. Often, police officers find themselves associating with other police officers and other emergency service workers because they understand the demands of the job. They understand the requirements of what you have to do. Because unlike other jobs, you can't just finish when your time is up. You'll be off late, and you'll be off late a lot. In the police, a 5 p.m. finish is almost a request, not a certainty. You may be stuck at an incident, waiting in custody, or be looking at remanding someone, and the CPS are taking their sweet time when it comes to a charging decision. Meanwhile, you were meant to go home 3 hours ago. Unless you get relieved, you will be there until that task is finished. It isn't a job where you can just go, it's 5 o'clock and I'm done. No, you have to wait until you're either relieved or the task you're doing is completed. Number 3, a senior officer once told me, you are never off duty. This means that if there are staffing shortages or a major incident, or even a planned operation, you will be expected to cancel your day off and to assist. This also goes for attending court and giving evidence. Sadly, you are at the bottom of the pile when it comes to considering your rest period, your rest days, other commitments you may have outside of work, and you are expected to work when required. Number 4, your physical and mental health will suffer. People say that the police have a hard job, and frankly that is an understatement. Due to not only the nature of what the police have to deal with, but compounded that with shift work, a poor diet and adrenaline burnout. In a 10-hour shift you may attend deaths, violence, stabbings, missing from homes, fights and more. You name it, you can be sent to it. This is why it is paramount that you have some form of exercise routine, prepare meals when you are going to work, you have some kind of healthy outlet. A lot of officers live off a diet of fast food and coffee, and while that's okay for the short term, long term, it's not going to be very good for you. Further to this, there is a compounding effect of complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Many officers go off with long-term stress and PTSD due to the very nature of what you may deal with on a single shift or over the space of a set. A study was conducted that most people deal with around 4 to 5 major traumatic incidents in their lives. Police officers can deal with in excess of 300 over the space of their career. So be prepared to see some awful stuff that will keep you up at night. You must find a healthy way of decompressing. Number 5, you are just a number. We don't like hearing this. We like to think that we're special and that they're irreplaceable. That is not true. You can be the best officer in the world and burn yourself out from being proactive and dedicated to the job. You can do some of the shittiest jobs no one else wants to do. And while initially may be thanked for it, the day you leave, there will be someone else taking over your workload, and your position will be gone in the blink of an eye, replaced by somebody else. You must look after yourself and put the needs of the job second to your own well-being. Number 6, be prepared for complaints and be prepared for being arrested for simply doing your job. As police officers, you are legally allowed to use force when justified. This means that you can arrest somebody, you could strike somebody, and even use lethal force if warranted. However, this comes with its own scrutiny, and the Professional Standards Department often treat officers as criminals when they investigate a complaint. This means that even though the officer may be fully justified in what they have done, you may be suspended for months at a time and have every action you completed gone through with a fine-tooth comb to ensure that all procedures were followed. And if there is any discrepancies, you better well know you're up for the high jump. The job cares about itself, and it cares about its own reputation and self-preservation above anything else. Above you, above your well-being, and above your pension, and above all the other good work you may have done. One serious fuck up, you can not only find yourself suspended or dismissed, but potentially imprisoned. There have been recent cases such as the shooting of Chris Kabar, where officers used lethal force and shot him dead, to then be charged with the murder and then to be put on trial at Crown Court. Even following the acquittal by jury, the officer is now facing internal investigation for misconduct. Not to mention that this officer, as a firearms officer, was on the exact same salary as an officer of the same level of service that may be sitting behind a desk for 8 hours a day, looking over case files. Be prepared to be fucked over by the job for simply doing your job. Now, all of the above considered, the police can be a highly rewarding job, and you can build strong relationships and friendships for life. Through being a police officer, you get to see a total different side of the world, a total different side of society. You'll learn skills which you wouldn't learn anywhere else. You'll have experiences you wouldn't have anywhere else. And even though I was a police officer for 10 years and I saw the good, the bad, the ugly, I do still encourage people to pursue it as a career if they want to, but just have your eyes wide open when you go in. And know that the career you think you're entering is unlikely to be the one you actually end up in. Make sure you protect yourself, make sure you put yourself first and the job second, and make sure you look after your own well-being. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe as well, helps the channel out massively. If you want to see me make more content like this, then please do that. The bigger the channel gets, the better the production, the better videos I can make. If you want to know why I left the police, then check out this video right here. And until next time, see you later.